provider for people with HIV/AIDS in the world. So immediately we can say that that is a fact, and so many religious congregations, religious orders are the ones who go to countries and establish places of treatment and healthcare where there aren't any other opportunities for that available. But as we know, that the question of artificial contraception is still it's a really hot topic, and the Pope recently caused a bit of a minor stir in his book when he kind of suggested that there was another way to look at the morality of the intentions, the way in which we act. And he suggested in that book that the use of contraception by someone who knew that they were HIV positive and they were married, it might be the beginning of an awakening of some kind of moral response to their situation. But the question is far from resolved, and it remains, you know, a really aggravated question. You've got on the one side the gift of marriage, of procreation, of sexuality, and of using that for its right purpose and its proper ends. And then on the other side, there's a tension between the reality of life and people acting responsibly when they know that they're carrying the HIV/AIDS virus. So it's a really, really difficult question. But I think no, the answer is the church is not killing many thousands of people. But it's acting practically and responsibly to a very, very difficult situation. And you've got to say, well, all of these people who raise objections and say this about the church and that about the church, are they there? Are they on the scene? Are they in these countries? Are they in these healthcare centres? No, but the church is.
And just to say as well, it's a very complex question, so I think that sometimes it's just said, the church says this, and the context is totally out. Uganda, it's the country in Africa that has been more successful in the fight against AIDS, and their policy has been ABC. Nothing to do with the church, but first, abstinence, second, be faithful, and third, then use condoms. So the church will emphasize very much the first two, because, let me say it like this, sex is wonderful and it's beautiful, it's a gift from God, sexuality. But I think we just go to say, okay, if you have a problem, just do it safely with a condom. And the church is trying to defend the whole of the relationship, but the whole of the person. And then as well, there's a lot of interests, economical interests behind anti-contraception that are not said, and just said, okay, use it, so that's... And the church is much more concerned with many other things. But then on the ground, the answers are much more complex than just one yes or no. Yeah?